Social Security is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, financial decisions you're ever going to make. And a lot of people file early, then they start to worry. They think they've made this permanent, costly mistake. But what if I told you there was a do-over button you probably didn't even know existed? Well, let's find it. This quote just hits you right in the gut, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that sinking feeling of filer's remorse, that fear that you've just locked yourself into a smaller check for the rest of your life. But here's the thing, that do-over button I was talking about, it isn't just a nice idea, it's a real thing. And we're about to show you exactly how it works. So first things first, let's set the stage. Why do so many people end up regretting that they filed early? And, what's the actual financial damage we're talking about here? I get it. You've worked your whole life, and the idea of starting that income stream at age 62 is, well, it's incredibly strong. It's the absolute earliest you can possibly file, and for a lot of folks, that elation is just too hard to resist. But here's the catch, and it is a huge one. Filing at 62 means you could be permanently slashing your monthly benefit by up to 30%. Think about that. That's a massive haircut on a guaranteed, inflation-adjusted income that you're going to rely on for decades. So this number, your full retirement age, or FRA, that's the magic number. It's the baseline the Social Security Administration uses for everything. If you claim before your FRA, your check is smaller. If you claim after, it gets bigger. So knowing your specific FRA, that's step one in any smart Social Security plan. And this right here, this is the question that keeps people up at night. You've signed the papers, the checks are starting to come in, but then it hits you. You've left a lot of money on the table. Is it too late? Well, you'll be happy to know the answer is often a big fat no. Okay, let's dive into your first and honestly most powerful option for a complete do-over. You can really think of this as a time machine for your Social Security decision. This is what they officially call the undo button. You're not going to see it advertised on TV, but it's right there in the rulebook. It literally lets you withdraw your initial application and pretend the whole thing never even happened. Now, the process itself is pretty straightforward, but you gotta know about two major catches. First, the clock is ticking. You only have 12 months from when you first claimed. And second, and this is the big one, you have to repay every single dollar you and your family got. And yes, that includes any money they withheld for your Medicare premiums. It's a full reset, sure, but it means you gotta pay it all back. But hey, if you can meet those conditions, the payoff is huge. Your filing history is wiped totally clean. Your potential benefit amount will start growing again month by month, just like it would have if you'd waited in the first place. It's a complete do-over. Okay, so what if you're past that 12-month window? Is all hope lost? Not at all. There's another really powerful tool you can use, but it works a little differently, and this is the key difference. The first option was all about timing from when you filed. The second chance is about timing relative to when you reach your full retirement age. So even if it's been years since you first filed, a whole new door opens up for you once you hit your FRA. This strategy is called benefit suspension, and it's less of an undo and really more of a pause. You just tell the SSA, hey, stop sending me checks for a while. You don't have to pay anything back, but a quick warning, if you pause your check, it also pauses any check your spouse gets based on your record. But for you, instead of checks, your benefits start earning these super valuable credits that will boost your payments later on. And this number right here, this is the reward for hitting pause. For every single year you suspend your benefits past your full retirement age, all the way up to age 70, your future monthly payment gets a guaranteed 8% raise. That is an incredible risk-free return on your patience. This little timeline shows you exactly how it works. You can actually turn an early filing decision into a much bigger long-term win. You collect those smaller checks for a few years, you hit the pause button at your FRA, let those delayed credits stack up, and then you turn the faucet back on at age 70 for a seriously bigger lifetime income. So you've got two very different paths you can take to correct an early filing decision. The most important thing is just knowing which one fits your specific situation. So let's put them side by side. This makes it crystal clear, right? The undo button, or withdraw, is for people who just filed recently and can afford to pay back the benefits to get a total clean slate. The pause button, or suspension, that's for everyone else who has passed that first year and has reached your full retirement age. No repayment needed, and you get to boost your future income. You know, at the end of the day, this isn't just about rules and forms. It's about empowerment. It's about knowing you have control. Maybe you went back to work, or your financial picture changed for some other reason. A decision you made when things were different doesn't have to be a life sentence. This knowledge gives you the flexibility to adapt your plan and build a much more comfortable retirement. So, as we wrap this up, just think about this. Whether it's the undo button or the pause button, these options are there for you. Just understanding them gives you the power to take back control. The ability to rewrite your own retirement story, well, it might just be one form away. Take care. Bye.